I want to share a few thoughts about older speakers made by Philips. I have a system FW335, which was made in I think 1996 or 1998. I don't remember. I was very small. So back then, Philips built excellent music systems, and the specialty of their sound was not only in the passive components that they used inside their system, but also their drivers. These driver Philips had put a lot of research in driver designing. I think I'm guessing from 1998, 1980s onwards, and they had gained a lot of experience in making drivers, especially paper cone drivers. So from my experience up till now, the best sounding material for speaker is paper cone, and you will not get sound as natural as paper cone from any other material. Uh, the proof is that ScanSpeak used to build drivers. When they started building speakers, they used paper cone drivers, and they were famous back then. After that, they started experimenting with different materials, and you can see now their latest series is Ellipticore, which and in that they have reverted back to paper cone again. Why did they revert back to paper cone again? The answer is simple, because paper cone sounds the best. And I think I have to give Philips drivers. So far, all the drivers that I have listened to, Philips drivers are simply the best when it comes to paper cone drivers. See, you can see this is made by Philips, and this is rated at 3 ohms, 40 watts Pmax. These were powered by, I think I'm guessing, if I'm not wrong, 15 watts RMS amplifier. That was Panasonic IC. So these drivers, I'm guessing, are sensitive. I think more than 92 dBs sensitive, because this even though they are lower powered and were just powered by an 15 watts RMS amplifier, they went louder than my Sony speakers, which are rated at which are rated at 60 watts RMS. So imagine 3 ohms drivers being so sensitive that they can go louder than a 60 watts RMS driver. So definitely Philips made excellent drivers during 1990s. Sadly, we don't get to see such drivers nowadays, and I hope Philips makes these drivers again, such kind of drivers again, even their full range drivers, the high Q drivers, which I am hearing from a few people, uh, were really excellent. I've heard a few high Q drivers myself as well, so they sound really nice. So you can see, it doesn't matter whether magnet is big, small. Only thing that matters is smart designing. That is, speaker should be sensitive in the right frequency region. This driver is able to give excellent bass along with excellent mid range. That is, when a paper cone driver especially, tries to give more bass, then it compromises on mid range. But that is not the case with these drivers. These give bass along with mid range, along with good mid range, uncompromised mid range. That was the specialty of these drivers made by Philips during 1990s. I think no other company came close to these drivers. Uh, and we are missing these kind of drivers nowadays. I think manufacturers should start building these kind of drivers, because you get a very what should I say, musical mid range. That is, you just keep on listening to the music for hours and hours. You don't feel bored. That kind of sound you get through these drivers. And there are many people who actually have knowledge about good system or have owned such systems, but they don't speak much about that on the audio forums. Whereas people having less experience, or who brag about even about their bad system, uh, get noticed more. So I thought I should share uh, and bring people's focus towards these kind of good products that were made in past.